There are few worse feelings than when your shiny new car starts to regularly wear a groove in the hard shoulder. So when the tears begin to well, who is there out there to help? Well, nobody, according to you who write to us by the hundred. You tell us that getting a result from car customer relations departments is as easy as push-starting a 20-wheel juggernaut. You say they just don't want to know.
Every day you send us more, and every day it's the same story. David tries to take on Goliath. Trouble is, it's a battle that David rarely wins. Here are a couple of troubled tales from the Top Gear files.
Proud Patricia Perrett took delivery of her Fiat Cinquecento in 1993, but things started to go pear-shaped almost immediately. It needed 2 new sets of tappets, new window seals, an electric window motor, and the stereo packed up. But these were minor irritations compared to a life sentence of waiting for something as simple as a new steering rack.
I got pushed from pillar to post. I asked to speak to the manager of the customer services department. She was never available. I asked to speak to the sales manager. He was never available. And at one stage, I do believe that I was just put through to a telephone in an office that wasn't used, and it rang and rang and rang.
Fiat said they couldn't get a rack for 3 months, and in the end it took 4. All they offered as compensation was a free service. Not much point if the car won't go.
The customer services department, as far as I'm concerned, is just a front and a sham. They don't do anything to help you. There is no service there. And I felt very, very let down by Fiat, who sell their cars on reliability, which is fine until something goes wrong.
Despite waiting nearly 4 months for her steering rack, Fiat eventually wrote to Patricia, but the letter just rubbed salt in her already stinging wounds. Subsequent to our investigation, it would appear that on this particular occasion, the delivery of the item required was delayed due to reasons beyond the control of this company. We'll file that under W for whitewash. But Patricia isn't the only person who reckon that car customer relations departments aren't all they're cracked up to be. In August 1995, Nicholas Jordan bought a brand new VW Polo.
The whole point of getting this car was so that my wife, who's looking after our young child at home, would, if she needed to, be able to go anywhere safely. And that was not possible, or we were not confident that she could. The car was sitting outside, but every now and again it wouldn't start, and so if the emergency happened, then, it wouldn't start.
After his car refused to fire 9 times in a row, Nick argued with his dealer and Volkswagen. Neither accepted responsibility, and neither could sort out his impotent Polo.
It just went on and on and on, and continually the car was stopping. And then I took legal advice from a friend, and we drafted a letter saying that I rejected this car as it did not live up to what I had bought and what was advertised. And they took the car back, and finally, in May of this year, I got a new car, a replacement car.
To be fair to Volkswagen, they did replace Nick's 1.3 L Polo with a 1.4 CL, so it was marginally better off, but it still took them an unacceptably long 7 months to deliver satisfaction.
So what do you do if your new car simply doesn't measure up? First, hit the dealer with a clear list of complaints, and if the car really is crap, dump it on his forecourt, and, in writing, say you're rejecting the car because you don't believe it to be of merchantable quality. Sounds extreme, but it often works. Next, phone the customer relations department off the wall. Insist that your car is inspected and don't expect to get somewhere straight away, because you won't. Next, write to the managing director, including all correspondence, and give him 14 days to reply. Remember always to type your letter and to keep copies. And if all else fails, for 50 quid, a solicitor will write a poison pen letter, which often works wonders.
But not every car maker needs a gun to their nostril before they'll do anything. We rang round the major players and found one who's taking customer relations very seriously indeed.
Rover have come on since the days of British Leyland. They'll exchange your new car within 30 days. Their phone line helps 1,200 customers daily, and you'll be answered within 20 seconds. Maybe they've realised that the customer is always right.
Customer relations are absolutely critical to the livelihood of the industry, and particularly to Rover. We recognise that if we don't look after our customers and listen to what they have to say to us, then they will change marques, change brands, and we may have lost them for life.
So the rule is, don't get mad, get even. Make as much noise as you can. Ring, write, fax, shout, and if necessary, wheel in a solicitor. But if all else fails, there's always a soft shoulder to cry on here at Top Gear. But only get in touch if your problem is serious and significant. And please, please, don't ring us. Write, fax, or email us, and I promise faithfully, we'll do our best to beat your drum.
And here's our customer relations department. Write to us at Top Gear, BBC Pebble Mill, Birmingham, B57QQ. Mark your envelope, car complaints, though unfortunately we won't be able to reply to you all. And don't worry, we'll be showing this lot again at the end of the programme.